This is That PlayStation Gamer coming to you guys with a new video. So I want to give you guys some forewarning. This video might be a little choppy at times because I'm playing with a new video editing tool I just installed onto, well, my laptop that hopefully will get replaced sometime in the near future. But I wanted to stop depending on Share Factory, so I'm just giving you guys a bit of a heads up. If you notice this thing being a little, off, then I apologize. But I am trying to not depend on the PlayStation outside of games. So let's just do a typical response to Harman Smith, because quite freaking frankly, what else can I do? I was thinking about doing a video about this other video I saw, but the more I actually thought about it, I was like, it was a relatively harmless video. So with that said, let's get into my favorite nephew. Gotta get the belt out. Gotta get ready to whip this boy into shape. And yes, for the record, I'm gonna have some B-roll footage, and it more likely won't be gameplay. Yeah, again, gotta work on that, but we're working on it.
Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, Lore and Fray, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. Has anyone else noticed like a certain agenda that's being pushed among the YouTube community? Every time I watch a gaming video or some kind of YouTube commentary of some kind of review of some Nintendo product, it always goes back to the same thing, the same tired narrative that I think was being regurgitated even before the Switch came out, in that the Switch is underpowered and it can't run these new games. It can't compete.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is a weak console. It's not a narrative, it's true. I mean, compare The Witcher 3 on Nintendo Switch to just the PS4 version or the Xbox One version. And let's not even mention the next gen upgrade, which funny enough the Nintendo Switch is not getting. It's kind of like the Nintendo Switch is actually a weak console, but Nintendo's first party lineup is the only thing that keeps people going. Seriously, look at all these big games that come to Nintendo Switch and realize how scaled down they are. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example. A fantastic game, by the way. I highly recommend people try out. That game doesn't even have, it's not a native game. It's not running off the Switch hardware. It's a cloud game. You even see that with something like Plague's Tale, Innocence. You don't get a native game with those. Those are cloud games. So those are only going to be, those games are only going to be able to be played until the developer says, yeah, we got to shut down the servers now because no one's really playing it, and we just want to shut it down for whatever reason. And yeah, that does happen. The developers can shut it down just because cost measuring thing. That's why you see a lot of multiplayer servers shut down. So the Nintendo Switch is a weak-ass console. It's only been saved by the first-party lineup Nintendo has, which even that is starting to show the weakness of the Nintendo Switch, because Breath of the Wild can't even run at 60 FPS on the Switch. Freaking Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are prime examples of lazy game development and weak-ass hardware that could barely handle fucking pop-in.
Of course, Switch is dominating the sales charts, and the group of people who are desperately saying that the Switch is on the way out have been saying that since before the console even launched. It is a complete joke. And
people weren't saying literally the year the Nintendo Switch launched that it was underpowered. I mean, people were probably saying it, but it was I think more people were taken away by the fact, oh look, I can play games on the go, and I play the same console on the TV that I, bought, or a monitor or whatever. Harman, stop right here. You are making shit up. That's really what you're doing. You're making shit up to try to make yourself come off some more positive, Nintendo-focused YouTube channel. Even though the criticisms people are giving the Nintendo Switch are fair. Come on. Either you're just being a troll at this point, or you're actually this stupid. And I can't honestly tell which is which, because you're so bafflingly stupid, it actually makes me wonder if autism is just killing the human race's intelligence one by one.
I just wonder just how often these guys just obsessively just hate the Switch. You know, like, I've casually been watching, like, RTP videos, like, seeing him, like, raging and feuding at Nintendo over essentially nothing. You know, I'm a casual observer of, like, the Gaming Brit show, and, like, people like Review Tech USA, like, it's interesting to see how these radically different people with these radically different ideologies, you know, their approaches to, like, making video game content, they all seem to push this very clear agenda that Nintendo is bad. Like, they really do think that, like, the Switch is, like, an unusable piece of hardware in 2022, that it's on the verge of being replaced. And, of course, like, if you've been following the Super Framing at the time, you know that, like, you know, the lies about the Switch Pro were circulating since before the Switch was even announced, right? Like, that was something that surfaced immediately after the Switch was confirmed to not be all that powerful, and the people who were coping and saying it was going to be, like, a super powerful, like a piece of hardware we're coping and feeding. Like, the reality is,
like, Nintendo does not need to be super powerful. Gaming pieces of hardware do not need to be super powerful. The misconception that more power means better games is something that's been permeating this industry since
Yeah, you don't need a powerful gaming machine, but it sure as hell helps to have one. Hell, I would like to have a more powerful gaming PC so I could do better editing and play better games. Hell, on the computer I have right now, it would not meet the standards to play The Last of Us Part 1. So if I wanted to play The Last of Us Part 1, I have to get a better computer because the games are much more demanding. The Nintendo Switch is not even meeting those minimum standards like a game like The Last of Us Part 1 would require. So it can't run on the Nintendo Switch. And if it does somehow work on the Nintendo Switch, it's going to be basically lighting the freaking Switch on fire.
think like the N64 days, honestly, or maybe since like the GameCube and Xbox, since the PC gaming days. Like, I feel like this is an issue with like PC gaming, like coming into the console space and just kind of ruining everything because I don't care about how powerful a piece of hardware is. I don't notice or care. I want like a quick, efficient machine that can play all my games with no real issues. And the Switch really fulfills that need, unlike, you know, consoles like the Xbox or the PlayStation or my PC.
And this is where I'm gonna have to tap out. Sorry guys, but editing through this whole thing, and I'm just like, holy crap. He's just going to go into this whole rant about how the Nintendo Switch meets all his requirements and how the Nintendo Switch is the greatest console ever. It's greater than the PS4, greater than the PlayStation 2, greater than the original Xbox, greater than anything that isn't already called a Nintendo console. And listen, man, I've said before, I'll continue to say this. Harman Smith content is hard to get through. And the fact I'm playing around with this new editing tool and all that, I gotta be 100% transparent here. I'm tapping. Because I can't argue with his taste. I can't. Because that's the thing about taste. It's up to the person, and it's not something that everyone has to adapt to. You could like pasta, you could hate pasta. You could love chicken, you could hate chicken. You could like pork, you could hate pork. You get my point. You could love Nintendo, you could hate Nintendo. You could be someone in the middle who likes Nintendo but criticizes them. Same thing with Sony, Microsoft, Steam, all of them. And that's what makes a gamer an actual gamer. Someone who is not afraid to play on another piece of plastic just because, you know, oh, I have some kind of imaginary allegiance to Nintendo, and if I touch a PlayStation console, I'll suddenly burst into blue flames. Like, that's not going to happen unless you get some weird disease all of a sudden. But with all that said, guys, thank you for, you know, watching this video. What did you think of this whole, you know, new editing and all that? It's just, this is a little bit more than I'm used to, so I have to play around a little bit more, but I'm also kind of more excited because now I can actually have a little bit higher standards. And unlike Harman, I actually have standards for my YouTube channel. I will never upload a corrupted video. I will never fucking, you know, basically start lifting weights and drinking water in the middle of a freaking take or anything because, well, surprise, I actually give a shit about what I put out. Unlike someone like him who writes a glorified hair in the wind novel. So until next time, guys, make sure to press that like button. Make sure to hit that like and all that subscribe out YouTube algorithm BS. You know that drill. You know how I end my videos. Peace out and have a good day.